Hi guys, welcome to another video. Today I thought I would just do a random vlog. I was just kind of feeling it. During this month I've been in a bit of a reading slump, so I decided that now I'm kind of feeling reading again. I need to catch up on some of the books because my TBR is still quite excessive despite me reading a few books. So I've got a couple of books that are on my TBR that I want to get read this month. One I've already started, luckily, and then three more that hopefully will be kind of quick, easy reads. So I'm just going to do this for a couple of days, see how I do. The main reason for this is because one, I'm very behind on books, so I need to catch up, and two, I don't have a video for the day this is going up. So I thought, you know what? This is what I'm going to do. So, random vlog incoming. I've chosen 4 books that I want to read this week. Doable, I'm sure. But the first one I want to read is Dear Evan Hansen. This is by Val Emmich and then Stephen Levinson, Ben Pasek and Justin Paul, who created the musical, have joined in to help create the book of the musical. I've not seen the musical, but I have seen clips. There is a movie coming out this year and I'm obsessed with the soundtrack. So I started reading this because I've really wanted to get into it and really understand the story in time for when the show comes out. Or the film, should I say. But I am this far in, so not much left to go. I've just reached over halfway, to be fair. So far, I am absolutely loving this. This story follows a young boy called Evan Hansen who has to write notes to himself whilst he attends therapy to remind himself why it's going to be a good day. He is very socially awkward and he has a broken arm. So one day he writes a note to himself starting Dear Evan Hansen, but that note is taken by a bully called Connor Murphy, who then sadly takes his own life. The note is found with Connor's body, and his parents assume that it was addressed to Evan because him and Connor must have been friends. And Evan, feeling really awkward and not wanting to take away the only hope that their parents had, that their son wasn't alone in the world, he pretends that they were friends. And things spiral out of control out of him trying to do one good act. And it's a really emotional story. It's so powerful about what it means to be alone in the world and feel as though there's no one there, as well as a really big story on mental health. And I've just loved reading this. I've also been reading this side by side and listening to the soundtrack of the musical. So every time it's got to a point where I know the song would be, I play the song and listen to it because often there are direct quotes from the songs in the book and I just find it much more powerful to read. I've cried many a time already, but I've absolutely loved my time reading this so far, and I'm going to continue, so I can only hope that it's amazing because I actually don't know how this plot ends. I don't know where it goes. I have no idea what to expect. All I know is what I've just told you, and I'm learning all of the finer details as I'm reading it. So far, it's really powerful, and I'm really enjoying my time with it. Now, next, I have a couple more books I want to do. The first one is History is All You Left Me by Adam Silvera. I asked my friend Emily over at Emily Kathleen Reads if she would pick a book from my TBR for me to read next, and she chose this one. Of course I am excited. If you have been on my channel for a while, you will know I love Adam Silvera's books. One of my favourite books, or actually my favourite book of last year, was They Both Die at the End. And I've just loved all of the Adam Silvera books I've actually read so far. This is going to be next on my list. If it will make me cry, I'm going to be in love with it. So this is going to be quite a powerful one. And I can't wait to read it. Bit nervous because, you know, crying's not always great. But I am excited to get into this and finally get this one read because it is long overdue. I don't really fully know what this story is about. So it's about a boy called Griffin who lost his first love in a drowning accident. Theo was his best friend and his ex-boyfriend and the one that he believed he would end up with. Now, reeling from the grief and worsening OCD, Griffin turns to an unexpected person for help, Theo's new boyfriend. But as their relationship becomes increasingly complicated, dangerous truths begin to surface, and Griffin must make a choice: confront the past or miss out on the future. So of course it's going to be heartbreaking, it's Adam Silvera. But I'm on board for it and I can't wait to read it. This is one that seems like it's going to be a hard one. So I don't know if I'm going to read this after Dear Evan Hansen, because I feel like Dear Evan Hansen is going to be quite emotionally draining. But I do think I'm going to get to it, obviously, this week at some point. I think I might just have a buffer book first in between. But I'm really excited to get to this. Next, I am going to be reading 16 Seduction by James Patterson and Maxine Petro. This is a buddy read I have with my friend Jade from Paperback to Hardback. We've read all of the series so far, and this follows a group of female friends, all in high professional jobs, dealing with the law and crime and the media, and their kind of friendship and workmanship and their sense of teamwork when it comes to catching criminals. I'm not entirely sure what this one particularly is about because I haven't picked it up yet to read it, but it is the 16th book in a series, so I don't really want to give many details because it is, even reading the back, I can tell it's very plot heavy based on, like, it's following on very much from the last books. So I'm not really going to discuss this one, but this is one I'm excited to get to, and I can't wait to see how this one compares to the rest of them. Finally, the next book I want to read is The Vanishing Stare by Maureen Johnson. This is the second book in the Truly Devious series. What did book one do? I read it last month. Book one follows Stevie Bell as she tries to uncover a mystery. Many years ago, the founder of her school, Mr. Ellingham, had his wife and child kidnapped and brutally murdered, and Stevie wants to find out what really happened to them. So she starts doing a bit of digging with her friends, and things just kind of spiral from there, and the story just gets really interesting. I had a bit of a mixed relationship with Truly Devious because I feel as though the story got where it wanted to go and I really enjoyed it, but it took its time getting there, and I wasn't a big fan of that. So I'm hoping this one, now that we spent half of the first book getting to know people, I'm hoping this one will just be straight into the action and I will love it. But I'm really excited to carry on. I don't want to discuss the plot of this one either because, again, it is a sequel. I don't want to ruin anything if you have not read the first one, but I'm very excited to read this. I think this is going to be one... This is one I think I'm going to be reading via audiobook on my commute to and from work. So hopefully I can get this one done fairly quickly. I just hope that it's great because I'm going to be doing a spoiler-filled vlog on this. I always end up doing a spoiler-filled vlog on books like this. I did it for Truly Devious, so I want to continue. But I just hope it gives me stuff to say and that I really love it. The first one was okay. I really enjoyed my time with it. It just could have been better. I have high hopes for this one. But they are all the books I'm going to be reading. So hopefully you guys enjoy this. Hopefully I get them read. It will be good. We'll see, and I'll just update you throughout the week to let you know how it's going to be. Wish me luck. guys, I just wanted to give you a quick update and let you know how I was doing. It is currently Tuesday, so I just wanted to let you know that I did finish Dear Evan Hansen. It was such a good story. It was so emotional, so dark, and so hopeful all at the same time. I gave this a 4-star rating because I feel as though there were times that our main character, Evan, is very socially awkward, so he does things that causes a lot of embarrassment, and as a result, secondhand embarrassment. However, some of his actions were just not right. He did some negative things, which sometimes really made it quite difficult for me to like him. So because of that, I feel as though I struggle to love the book as much as I originally planned on doing. So I gave it a 4-star rating. Still very good. I will probably reread it, but it's got me really excited to listen to the soundtrack all over again and watch the movie and go and watch the stage show as soon as I'm able to. So I really had a good time with this, and I would definitely recommend it if you like books about mental health. I think it's a really interesting and deep read. Okay, so I also said I was going to be starting The Vanishing Stair by Maureen Johnson, which is book 2 in Truly Devious. I have. I am like... Sorry, camera angle's dodgy. I have. I am like 3/4 of the way through this now. I've been listening on audiobook, and so far this is an absolute 5-star. It's just so much more fast-paced than the first one, because I had a lot of issues with the first one, particularly with pacing issues. So this one's just so much better, and I'm having such a good time with it. I'm doing a spoiler-filled vlog for this one, so if you've read the book, check out that when it comes out, because I'm going to have some thoughts. If you've not, I will at the end of the week, when I finish the book, give you my overall thoughts, just for those who are a bit concerned that I'm not really talking much about it. But overall, really a good book so far, 5-star, and I'm really excited to continue. I did also start History Is All You Left Me by Am Silvera, but I haven't read much. I think where am I up to? Page 13 I'm up to. And I wasn't feeling it. So what I've decided to do is I actually have it on audiobook as well. So when I finish The Hand on the Wall, I'm going to move on and read this via audiobook. So far it's okay. I'm just not really too far into it, so I can't really give you any thoughts or feelings about it. Finally, I said I was going to be reading 16th Seduction. Not started this one yet, but Jade has actually messaged me today and asked if I fancied giving it a quick read. Fancy if I started reading it tomorrow. So we're going to be starting this tomorrow. I'd like to say I'd definitely finish this one tomorrow. And then I can get a good start on this either tomorrow evening or Thursday morning. I'll start that. So I'm still on track. I'm going to be doing this up until probably Thursday night, so I can get it up Friday, this video. That's probably going to be the case. Can't guarantee, but that's the plan. So if I can finish this and at least get a good chunk through this, and I'll have started this by tomorrow, and I've finished Dear Evan Hansen, it's a very good start, and I'm really happy. So what I'll probably do is just update you guys next time, and hopefully you'll know where I'm up to. See you guys soon. Hey guys, it is now Thursday, and I wanted to give you an update on where I am at with my reading. First of all, I do want to say that I originally said that this was going to be the last update, and then my vlog's going to go up Friday. And I'm going to be honest with you, I'm just not feeling editing right now, because Friday's obviously going to be a busy day with work. So it means I'd have had to have filmed this, edited it, got it up, and scheduled and ready to go today, which is Thursday. And after I got home from work, I just didn't feel it. I was not feeling doing it. So I decided that I'm going to just try and finish the vlog over the weekend, get it up for Monday, because over the weekend I've got time to actually do it. So I'm going to give myself a little bit more time to actually read the books. But I've done really well with my books, so hopefully I have stuff to talk to you about. First of all, I just want to let you know I have just finished The Vanishing Stair by Maureen Johnson, and I gave this a 5 star. This was an absolutely amazing read, miles and miles ahead of book one. I thought this one was fantastic. The plot just started on a high and it just didn't stop coming. It was just thrill after thrill after thrill and mystery after mystery and answers after answers. It was just fantastic. And quite honestly, I'm now at a point where I'm like, where can book three possibly go? Because this gave me everything. And I'm like, book three is either going to be absolutely top tier amazing, or it's going to be a letdown, because this was such a fantastic read. So this one obviously followed Stevie after the events of book one, and the mystery continued. We got a lot of answers, and answers I weren't even expecting, so I can't even begin to tell you how I'm feeling. I do have a spoiler filled vlog coming up. If it is not up already, it might even be up already, I don't know. If you have read this book and you have read Truly Devious, go and check out my spoiler-filled vlog if it is up. If it is not up, go and check it out when it comes up, because you will get a lot more detail of what I loved and didn't love in there. With it being a sequel, I feel as though I can't really talk about it as much, but I just loved the characters, which, to be fair, was a bit of an issue for me in book one. I also just loved how the mystery played out and the answers that we got given. It was just excellently written, and I said it in my spoiler vlogs of book one and two. You can just tell Maureen Johnson wrote the entire trilogy before she wrote the first book, because there were just so many hints dropped throughout, and there were hints I understood because I know that book three exists, whereas at the time there were hints that people probably would have missed. It's only because I know there's a book three, and I probably know I know the plot of book three, that I know that things were important when they came up. And it was just so interesting to see that. And that makes me so excited to reread the series already. So great, great book. 5-star, would 100% recommend. Next, I actually have also finished History Is All You Left Me by Adam Silvera. A lot of you will know that They Both Die at the End was my favourite book of last year, and I also read another book by Adam Silvera called More Happy Than Not. Adam Silvera is a very good author when it comes to emotional contemporary stories, and this book was no different. This story followed Griffin as he comes to terms with the loss of his best friend and first love, Theo, and the only person that really understands what he's going through is Theo's new boyfriend. And it's about them two just really supporting each other throughout when everyone else feels as though it's time for them to move on, because they're still young and can get on with life. And the story was emotional. It was really upsetting and really depressing. It showed a really true and real side of grief, and it was just fantastic to read that. In the end, I actually gave this a 3-star though, because whilst I really did think that it did so well with portraying grief, and there was also really good representation for mental health issues such as OCD and anxiety in there, which I really liked. I do feel as though the story just didn't pack a punch like other Adam Silvera books did, and I don't want to compare this book to other Adam Silvera's, because I feel as though it's a different book, it's a standalone. I shouldn't be doing that, but I feel as though this story was really sad. I feel as though there was a lot of happiness and joy in it in certain parts, because the story flashes from history and it shows you Griffin and Theo's history, and then it shows you now that Griffin is trying to cope with the loss of Theo. And you got to see so much joy from their relationship, and you got to see how close they truly were. And then you got to parallel that with the devastation and numbness and heartbreak that Griffin felt after losing him. So I thought, whilst it was actually fantastically written, it just didn't hurt me in a way I wanted it to. Wow, that sounds bad, doesn't it? I felt as though I wanted the story to just gut punch me. Like, talking about other Adam Silvera books, which I know I've said I don't want to do, but They Both Die at the End made me numb. It made me cry because I was just absolutely devastated and I cried for hours. More happy than not, I just couldn't stop crying. It was a gut punch because it just gave you that one bit of knowledge and information that just left you feeling like you were sucker punched. And in this book, it was just very much an accurate portrayal of grief. And I loved that. I thought it was really, really good. But I wanted more. I wanted a bit more. I wanted that feeling of, I don't know how I'm feeling right now, but I feel as though I've just been punched repeatedly in the stomach. And I just don't know how to move on from this. And I didn't get that in that book. So it's still a really good book. It's not for the faint-hearted, to be honest. It's actually quite emotional. If you can read stories about accurate portrayals of grief, and it really does show you how dark you can feel, I would definitely recommend giving it a go. But if you're a big Adam Silvera fan, you know that he always packs a punch and it's always emotionally devastating to read about. It's not that level of emotional devastation. I think this one packs a punch in a way that it's real. You can feel the heartbreak rather than the story has caused you to have the breath taken away from you. But it was really good. It was still a really good book. It just didn't have what I wanted from it. So I gave it a 3 stars. Hi, so it is Friday, and I actually got sent home from work. I literally got in work at about 10 to 9, and I got sent home at 20 past 9 because someone in the office got COVID, so as a result, they had to shut the entire building down to do a deep clean. So I come home and I thought I would just do a hell of a lot of reading today. I'm excited to catch up with it. Just wanted to let you guys know that I'm going to be doing a lot of reading. With that COVID clip, everything is okay. The one person has got it. No one in the office has. It's just a case of we have to come home so they can do a deep clean. We need to be away from the office for 72 hours, which, with it being Friday, we're not going to be until Monday anyway, so it's no problem. The last time they were in the office was Thursday. So it's all good. Good evening, everyone. I hope you're all okay. I just thought I'd pop in and let you know my plans. Currently, I am reading 16th Seduction by James Patterson and Maxine Petro. Quite enjoying it. It's a very good book. It's not too repetitive in relation to the other stories. It's actually quite enjoyable and fun. I am 200 pages into this, and it's, I think, 350, so I should be done with this one tomorrow. I might read some more tonight, but probably not, because I thought I just fancied another read on top of this one. I decided to start The Sad Ghost Clubs by Lisa Meddings. Lisa? Is it Lisa? Or Liza? I'm not entirely sure. Liza Meddings, one of them. I'm very sorry for not knowing that. If anyone actually knows, please let me know. I don't like getting authors' names wrong. But I thought I'd start this. It's just a short graphic novel. I think it'd be really cute and fun. And hopefully it'll be a nice read because it's about mental health. And I'm excited to read it. So I just wanted to update you. This was not the original plan, obviously. You guys know what books I was planning on reading this week. But I just fancied a nice short graphic novel. I was just really in the mood for one. So I thought, you know what? I am going to go ahead and read one. I'm in bed, nice and cozy. I've got like a face cream on to just get nice and cozy with. I'm gonna, when I finish this, put my little nightlight on so it'll be nice and comfy. It's gonna be a nice evening and chilled, so I just thought, what the hell. So I just wanted to let you guys know I was doing this and I was making good progress with that one. So I'll update you guys later. Hey there guys, I thought I would just wrap up this vlog here and let you know that I have finished my final 2 books for the vlog. So, last minute addition, last night I decided to read The Sad Ghost Club by Liza Meddings. We had this last night, I'm not doing it again. But I decided to read this and it was just so cute. It was about some ghosts in the world that just have no one and feel so alone and have, frankly, a lot of mental health issues, and how one person can really help change people's opinions of that. And I just really loved this story. It's a graphic novel. It has some beautiful artwork. I'll see if I can get to a random page. It has some beautiful artwork, and it's a story I would recommend to anybody. It's just one of them that you can relate to it and also just feel happy and hopeful with it. One thing I've said I absolutely loved about this is that the ghosts are essentially genderless, raceless, sexless, ageless. Like, there is nothing. They're just so neutral, which means anybody can relate to them, because the only thing that you would have to compare yourself to these characters are the problems they're facing. And that is really powerful because it shows that anyone and everyone can go through it. Like, there wasn't an issue in this book where you was like, oh, they're going through this, so clearly it's this type of person. You know, it's someone from this culture, it's someone from this age group, it's someone from this gender. There's nothing. It's just one of them. Anyone can go through this, and it was really beautiful to actually read that story. I gave this a 5-star. It was a fantastic read, and if you're looking for a graphic novel that's just short, easy to read, and quite cute, this is definitely one I would recommend giving a go. And my final book of the reading vlog is 16 Seduction by James Patterson and Maxine Petro. This is my buddy read with my friend Jade from paperback to hardback. This is a continuation of the Women's Murder Club that I've been wanting to do for ages. I finally finished, and I actually had a really good time with this. Overall, I'm giving it a 4-star rating because it was just nice to be back with these characters. It didn't feel overly repetitive. There were a couple of points that I was like, oh, we're doing this again? Really? But for the main part, it didn't feel fresh. It just felt comfortable. Like, you're with these characters that you've known for so long, and everything just feels okay. And I love when this book and this series can do that, because I've been torn sometimes between, whoa, this is just not what I expected from the Women's Murder Club, and yeah, we've been here before and I'm getting a bit fed up. So just being comfortable is actually quite good. So I gave it a 4-star. I actually had a really good time with it, and I can't wait to continue on with the series. There are 21 numbered books and then 2 novellas. I've read one of the novellas, so this is technically the 17th of 23 books, so not that many left to go. I had a great time with this. If you are interested in a police procedural crime sort of book, this is definitely an interesting one to get into. It's very much about female empowerment, female relationships, as well as the crime element that always comes into each individual story. So I had a great time. And that is going to be it for my vlog. So overall, I have had 2 5-star reads, 2 4-star reads, and a 3-star read, which I think is absolutely fantastic for the end of the month. No doubt I'll get another book or 2 in before the end of the month. I don't know when the end of the month is. Is it Thursday? So no doubt I'll actually read a bit more, but when I started filming this vlog, I really hadn't read many books. I think I'd read about 4 in the entire month, which for me personally is not a lot. I was just really not feeling it at the start of the month. So getting to binge all of these and actually read a lot has been amazing for me, and having this vlog to actually help motivate me has been fantastic. So I've had a great time. Dear Evan Hansen was an absolutely amazing story. I had a great time with that. It was great to have a little sing-song every time the songs would come into it based on where the musical would have the songs. History is All You Left Me. It was wonderful to read another Adam Silvera book. Even though it wasn't the favourite, it was a fantastic read. It was really good. 16th Seduction, great to be with the Women's Murder Club again. Vanishing Stare, wow, not what I expected. I just did not expect the Truly Devious series to wow me as much after the first book. So amazing. And then a little addition that I didn't expect from the Sad Ghost Club, which I loved. So overall, it's been a great experience and I've loved every minute of it. Have you guys read any of these books? If so, let me know what you thought of any of them. If you have not read any of these books, maybe you should check some out. But what I want from you guys is for you to let me know down in the comments what you are currently reading. How are you finding it? What's it about? You having a good time? Is it all good? But for now, guys, I'm going to head off because I want to get this edited and then just enjoy a nice chilled weekend. So I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.